Hey, what's up everyone, and what you're about to listen to is a spoiler discussion for the brand new Godzilla film that me and my friend Gerard did. He's been in a few videos so far, you might know him if you have seen stuff like the Gorecast review for The Amazing Spider-Man and Captain America. We also did one for that. And if you listen to the Gorecast, or even watch our Gorecast Plays, which is our Let's Play series, then you definitely know who he is. The reason why I'm doing an intro for this one is because I felt that we rambled on a little bit too much in this one. Like the first 10 minutes, we barely talk about Godzilla, and I actually talk more about the theater experience of the first time I saw the film, which was on Wednesday. I saw the movie first, and then we saw it again. I talk a lot about my movie theater experience, and then we talk about the film. So I just wanted to give you a warning. Sometimes we jump from different topics a lot, like just back and forth. This isn't a review. This is a spoiler discussion. So don't expect a coherent review. It's really not a review. It's just us talking about all the awesome scenes in the film and what we thought of them. And also it goes without saying that if you haven't seen the film, do not listen to this because we spoil a lot of stuff. Also, if you don't want to see the film, you still haven't seen it, and you're going to listen to this anyway, you're going to be kind of confused because we don't go in depth with the scenes, meaning we don't explain them too much. We just go, hey, remember that one scene? Yeah, that one scene's awesome. So you might be a little confused. So if you've seen the film, you will understand what we're talking about, but if you haven't, then you're just going to be confused. So anyway, this has gone on long enough. Enjoy the spoilers discussion. Thank you. Hey, what's up everyone?
Hey!
Welcome to Godzilla. Welcome. This is the spoiler review, but I'm going to say we're not going to really talk much about the movie itself. I mean, we are.
Definitely.
We're not going to do a typical review. I mean,
it's either going to be less or longer than 20 minutes.
Yes, it's going to be probably longer.
Much longer.
Like Spider-Man, I thought was going to be quick, and then I was like, oh, that was 30-something minutes long. Great.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have someone do a review with you.
Yeah, but this time, I already did my review. I want to know what you thought, of course, but I don't really need to recite my review again.
Mm-hmm. So just link in the description?
No, I could just... I'll say what I thought of it. I'm just not going to sit here and talk for 5 minutes about what I thought of it. What did you think of Godzilla?
Loved it. It was awesome.
It was
Kicks
awesome.
Ass.
It was fucking good. It was so good. I love this movie. I really do.
I really did enjoy it also. Oh my god.
My favorite part about this film is that it's, like, at first it's very slow. Mm-hmm. I mean, not slow as in bad.
Like, slow as in they need to make it slow first.
Yeah, it's building it up. It's building up, like, oh, where's Godzilla? And then, like, at first there's a lot of destruction, but you don't see anything.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, could that be Godzilla? Who knows? I don't know. I didn't see this movie yet. That was yesterday. I saw this movie twice, by the way. I saw it once yesterday. I saw it again with him and someone else. So we watched it, and I was just like, okay, still building it up. Yeah, exactly. Just like Jaws, actually. They're building it up, and then right when they show Godzilla the first time in my theater, I'm talking about my theater, the first time. Yeah. I saw it. I saw an IMAX free screening. There was just packed. Like, you couldn't find our seat to save your life. But right when you see Godzilla for the first time, head to toe, everybody in that theater just went nuts. Like,
I can assume so. I was surprised at the theater we were in. There was like no one everyone was just silent. Like, it was like, oh, is that Godzilla? Oh, he's fat.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No, I'm joking. I'm making fun of the fact that apparently people in Japan were upset with Godzilla looking like he was supersized.
Yeah. But my theater fucking lost their shit. They were just clapping. There's like 3 people right next to me just like got up and like, yeah, fuck. Like, dude was like, oh, yeah. Like, they couldn't control themselves. Oh. They had to get up and go, yeah. And there was like 2 other moments that were exactly like that.
Was it the one you shooting the fire?
Yes.
I
that part. No, go ahead. No, I just said, ooh, that part. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's just in my mind. It's because I didn't want to say it, because if I actually said, I wasn't gonna whisper it. I was gonna shout it. I was gonna be like, get hyped, son! Get fucking hyped!
Get hyped!
And I'm pretty sure there was like kids in that theater also. So I was like, I'm not even gonna say it. I'll just think it.
Yeah, like, it was so weird going to the theater we saw it at today, and of course, me watching it yesterday with a huge crowd just like that was really getting into it, because our crowd, like, whenever Godzilla showed up and even the blue flame part, it was just like, okay, no one was getting hyped.
I was upset about that.
I was upset about that too, but I was happy that I saw it yesterday because everybody went crazy. There was 2 parts after the Godzilla part where they saw Godzilla and they went crazy. The blue flame part, which was this fire always blue?
Yeah,
I don't remember that. For some reason, I don't remember that because at first I was like, that looks familiar. But for some reason, it just doesn't look right coming out of his mouth.
Well, the later version of Godzilla actually did the red flames, and then the Godzilla. And you haven't seen Final Wars, but
I haven't seen Final Wars.
But there's like a giant meteor like monster thing. I think they call it Monster X or so.
Yeah.
Coming down from the sky, and Godzilla's like charging the red flame, and then it just turns blue, and then he just Kamehameha the shit out of it, pretty much.
Okay, it's probably a thing. It's just I haven't watched any Godzilla films
in a while,
like a long ass time.
Yeah, same here.
Like I watched them.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that was definitely his thing.
Okay, well, anyway, when you saw that tail just start going blue, I was just like, yeah! Everybody was like, woo! In my theater. Yeah. I really wish that would happen in this theater. I hate living in this fucking place because I know that I live at, because every time I go see a fucking movie that's hype as shit, no one gets hyped.
Yeah.
No one. Everybody's just like, whatever. I live with a bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah, and not only that, but the theater that you usually go to, when I go with you, is usually when, like, no one's going to want to come or something like that, so it's like no one in there anyway.
Yeah.
So it's even more depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to find a spot, but still depressing.
I mean, no, there was still a good amount of people in there.
I mean, yeah, there were. I mean, like, previous movies, like, I remember I saw one movie, I don't remember which one, there was like 2 other people in there.
Yeah, that happens a lot too. Like I saw Need for Speed, the movie, of course, and I was just like, all right, let's see, one other person, okay.
Oh, cool.
I mean, that movie did decent, so there was only one other person. I was just like, okay, good. I can never predict when there's a lot of people in there. Like I saw Hangover 3, which you know what Hangover is.
I know what it is.
Yeah, Hangover 3 was like, I mean, it didn't make as much money as the other ones, but it was still very popular. No other people in the theater when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, none. I was just like, okay.
Shit.
So, anyway, back to Godzilla. Anyway, my theater wasn't, just our theater wasn't
nuts. It's hype.
Yeah, so, I mean...
There was a lacking of hype that needed to be put into it.
So that kind of brought the second viewing for me down a little bit, but the first viewing is what I'm basing this review off of. Mm-hmm. It was so good. I mean, we keep saying hype, but maybe we shouldn't...
I like using that word.
I do too. That's why I use it. But I was really, really excited and pumped every 10 minutes of the film when I saw it. And what I really love is that it doesn't shy away from all the human drama stuff.
Yeah, they played that out pretty decently. I really think.
Bryan Cranston, of course, he's the guy in the beginning. By the way, this is gonna be a spoiler-filled review. We already
said spoilerific.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now. We both really liked it. Okay, you know what? Do you want to give a score just right now, just in case people don't want to get it spoiled for us?
Okay.
For them.
Sure. What's your?
I gave it a 10. I was just like, oh man,
out of a 40.
No, a 10 out of 10, of course. 10 out of 40. It sucked so good. No,
it sucked so good that we had to lower the score.
Yeah, I give weird scores. I give out of a 40.
Yeah, that's why I got confused for a second. Yeah. I was like, you like this movie very much.
Yeah, well, I gave it 10 out of 10, 40 out of 40, whatever you want to say.
I want to say around the same.
Well, what would it be?
At the lowest, 9.5.
9.5? All right. 9.5 is still good.
I really want to give it a 10.
I mean, fuck you, 9.5, but, whatever. I guess I'll live with that. I'll kill you later. But,
it's probably because of the lack of hype.
Yeah.
That's probably what's bringing it down for me. I'll change my mind later on.
I wish it wasn't. I like the 3D, but I wish it wasn't, so you could have came, and we saw it yesterday.
Yeah, that was, it's just, I get really bad motion sickness when it comes to the 3D.
Yeah.
So,
if Gerard couldn't see it because it was in 3D, so I took my dad instead. And yeah, if it wasn't in 3D... it would have been the best time. Everybody was fucking so pumped. It was so loud too. Every time he roared in that movie.
You want to know what pissed me off about? Yeah, you want to know what pissed... You said this yourself, actually. When he roared in that theater, it was like having a little Godzilla in your stomach.
Yeah, it was just like, oh man. Oh, the Godzilla in my tummy roared too.
Yeah, but here's what I want to say also. Not only was it pretty much the exact opposite in our theater that it was in yours,
yeah,
there was people fucking texting in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, there was someone... Alright, this is how I have to explain this part because I... don't want anybody to get mad at me for saying this, but there's a girl right next to me. She was nice. I mean, she asked me, hey, is it okay if I sit here?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Okay.
I noticed that, too.
Yeah, she's... all right, that's fine. But for the first, 20 minutes of the film, that... I ain't going to say the B word. That that girl was just texting, and she had it was so bright and stuff. I mean,
I thought the people behind you were flashing a flashlight at them.
I don't get it. When you're in the dark, you don't need to have your brightness all the way up. You put the brightness on when it's really like bright out, so you can't see the screen. So you have to put the brightness up. When you're in the dark, turn the brightness down so you can see your phone without everybody else seeing it from 5 miles away. I was right next to her, literally
right next to her,
and
I wasn't even next to you.
That was so annoying. And not only that, there was like 3 people behind me that kept kicking my fucking seat. I don't know who it was, but I was just like, okay, again. And they kept laughing too throughout the entire film. I'm guessing they didn't like the film because every time there was like
a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. I actually
saw what they looked like. They looked like pieces of shit.
You're a PA. If you're listening and you know me, fuck you for kicking my seat and
that's why they did it.
And F you for laughing. I'm not going to say too many curse words.
This is filled with spoilers, not bad language.
All right, not that much bad language.
Not that much.
Like
there'll be some, but it'd be minor.
Bordering on rated R. I think we already said a lot of curse words throughout this.
Whoa, hypocrites.
So, screw 'em. So anyway, this is like 9 minutes in. We haven't really talked much about anything. But anyway,
we pretty much talked about our movie experience.
Yeah. You know what? That's what I'm going to title it. Our movie experience, too. Screw it. Fuck it. But anyway, I wasn't as jacked seeing it the second time as I was the first time.
I can understand completely. But I mean, I was completely jacked, but this was the first time I've seen it.
Yeah. Yesterday was so good. That's probably one of my favorite movie experiences ever. I mean, I was kind of cramped in there. There was a lot of people, but I was just sucked into the film. I was just like, oh.
It's understandable completely.
Yeah.
There was no one texting.
Yeah, no one texted.
No one kicking.
Which is surprising considering it was just a bunch of loud douchebags and they're like, yeah, Godzilla, yeah.
But maybe that's the reason why they were all hype on it.
They were really excited.
They were on the hype train.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyway, my movie theater experience, the first time was great. The second one, not so great.
But it was still pretty decent.
But it was still good enough because the movie was so good.
The movie made up for it.
But anyway, let's actually talk about the film.
Yep.
This movie was so good. The beginning, like I said, it starts off slow.
Yes.
You follow Bryan Cranston, who of course is the father of the real main character.
Yes.
Did you think Did you think his story was like really like emotionally good? Like
which one? The father or the son?
The father.
Oh yeah, I love the father's story.
Yeah, I really liked his, and I love Bryan Cranston as an actor.
I actually felt I'm not gonna lie, I felt for a lot of these characters.
Yeah, I did too.
I got a bit teary-eyed. Wasn't really like teary-eyed. It was just like, don't you fucking dare leave my eyes.
Get your ass back in there, tear. But yeah, no, there's a part where, of course, I figured this would happen because all the scenes I saw in the movie with him in the trailers, like all the scenes where you saw him in the trailers, had happened already.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, he's gonna die.
He's gonna fucking die.
And his character gets killed off about 40 minutes into the film, which
that's pretty good being for as a 2-hour movie.
I mean, that first 40 minutes, he's pretty much the main character.
Yeah.
But then, of course, he gets killed off in a pretty sad way. It wasn't like sad, like the son character wasn't like teary-eyed and crying and stuff. And
Uncle Ben.
They didn't have a big part like in Spider-Man when you know who died. I'm not gonna spoil it just in case.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, no, it's the second one. where when that character died, like there was like 5 minutes of him just being like, oh. I'm so sad.
And being sad and everything.
Yeah, and this movie is just like, alright, we have to move on. There's big giant lizards attacking shit. So
can you imagine happening to Spider-Man? Oh no, this is sad. Oh shit, a giant lizard here. I gotta beat Spider-Man again.
He fought a giant lizard too, so hey. You know what?
He's
not as big, sure, but yeah.
He fought Godzuki.
That was Godzuki. Just a little grown up.
Yeah.
A little bit more manlier.
He's been taking his vitamins.
Yeah, he's taking his vitamins.
We are going way off track. So anyway,
I don't care. Fuck that.
The second main character.
So anyway, yeah, the
real main character.
The real main character is played by the guy that played Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass. You haven't seen Kick-Ass?
I've seen it. I've seen a bit of it.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's been in a few movies. He's gonna be in the next Avengers, I guess, as Quicksilver, yeah. And also the girl that plays his wife in the film is playing Scarlet Witch, which is weird because they're brother and sister in that, and now they're
weird
husband and wife in this film, so that's kind of weird. But anyway,
imagine the child was actually Godzuki.
Yeah,
that would probably be, that would be a thing.
So anyway, yeah. He's the main character from then on out after Bryan Cranston gets killed.
Yeah.
He doesn't get eaten, luckily, but I wouldn't want to see that.
He almost got eaten.
He almost did,
several times.
Yeah, a couple times, yeah. Yeah, he has to get back to his wife and his kid. I'm talking about the kick-ass guy. He has to go back to his wife and child, but along the way, of course, he keeps getting pulled in
to missions.
To missions. I mean, he doesn't want to do them. He does want to get back to his child, but he knows that if he stays here and does all that stuff, he can help and maybe make not even just his family safe, but everybody safe.
And not only that, but like for instance, when there was like the scene where the train was actually going to San Francisco, that was where his family was, and that was the only way to get there.
Yeah.
So he decided to put himself on that train.
Yeah.
And help out with the mission so he can actually get to his family quicker.
Yeah. I know some people have a problem with the whole thing where
he's
going to his family, but along the way he keeps stopping here and there to do everything else. But it actually doesn't make sense.
I think they did pretty good.
I like that they explain a lot of stuff in this. Like, there's a part in the beginning where there is another monster in the film, but there's actually two other monsters that Godzilla fights at the end.
Male and a female.
Male and a female. The female's big as shit, though, and the male's
the male's a petite flying thing. The female's like a fucking King Kong compared to it.
Yeah. There's
Godzilla towers over both of them.
Yeah, there's a really good part in the beginning where the male hatches out of the egg thing or whatever the hell and gets the hell out of there, and they're just like, how come you didn't kill that thing? Because they were studying this egg for like years.
Yeah.
And then Kick-Ass guy's just like, why didn't you just fucking kill it before it hatched? And they were just like, nope, if we killed it, then we would have released all the radioactive
material that is absorbing.
And everybody would have been fucked. So,
well, now...
effed, sorry.
Well, now, it doesn't matter because not only... Like, this happened in Japan when this happened.
Yeah.
Now it's in San Francisco because Godzilla killed two of them.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But I think it didn't. Actually, that's true.
There was no radioactive material, meaning that they were completely stupid on their prediction. Good job, guys.
Well, yeah, they only predicted that. That's true.
Yeah, I'm making a joke. They did predict it though.
Yeah, they predicted that. Well, they didn't predict. They thought that if they killed that egg, there was so much radioactive material in it that it would have just.
It was a possibility. I'm not gonna lie. It could have been a possibility.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going off track again. Anyway, I love that part. What I really love is when. Like I said, it's very slow. I keep saying that, but I keep getting sidetracked and not finishing what I'm saying. But it's very slow in the beginning, the first hour, whatever. And then, after that hour, you get to see Godzilla. You don't get to see him fight that much, though. I mean, you get to see little clips of him fighting the male version, the flying one. You don't get to see too much. And I felt like a lot of people might have thought that was kind of lame. You didn't get to see a lot of fighting. Mm-hmm. That was fine because I knew it was building it up until the ending.
Yeah.
Where Godzilla and the two
monsters,
the flying one and the female one, just fucking go at it. And even though it wasn't that long, I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I just gotta say one thing that was kind of ridiculous: the airport scene where it's like a piece of debris hits a plane, that blows up, that debris hits another plane, that blows up. Yeah. And it's just a whole domino effect. I'm like, okay, come on, guys. And then Godzilla stepped his foot. I'm like, okay, yeah, Godzilla's here to take away from that.
Yeah, well, I thought that part was awesome because shit was just blowing up, and then Godzilla's like, because everything was really loud, and then Godzilla came up, and everything got quiet. And it was like, oh shit. Yeah. Godzilla fucking things up. You know how many times Godzilla just stood there and looking mean, and everybody was just like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome."
Yeah, a lot.
There wasn't a lot of parts where Godzilla did anything, but when he did something,
he fucking did stuff.
He did stuff. Oh yeah, he did stuff hard. But not like that. But later on, again, we don't see too much action. You get to see little clips here and there of Godzilla biting one of the monsters or something, or throwing them away. But at the end, of course, you get the big fight, and it was awesome.
It was amazing.
Again, that's when that the tail fire happens.
Blows up and just charges a Kamehameha pretty much.
Everybody was so excited when that happened. I was just like, oh, it just starts to glow.
I had the biggest fucking grin when I never had a grin that big before in my entire life.
Yeah, because I knew there was going to be a part where he actually does use his what is it called, atomic breath?
I think that's called. I'm not totally sure.
I think it's atomic breath. I knew he was going to use it, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, normally when I was a kid, when I saw that, the only thing I called it was his blue fire breath.
Blue fire breath.
I was a kid.
Yeah, I think it's called atomic breath. I don't know. A lot of people will give us crap because we don't know a lot of the terms of Godzilla, but it's not like in the movies themselves they actually come up with the terms. Yeah. It's always out of the movies that they come up with the terms. Like,
it's true.
It's like, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off track again.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a very off track review here.
Like most of our reviews.
Yeah, so anyway, That part was awesome. The last action scene was great.
And can I just say one thing also?
Yeah.
There's a scene where like Godzilla kills the first monster.
Yeah.
And just the tower that's like towering upon Godzilla just collapses on him.
Yeah.
And he just falls down, and he sees the main character like hurt, and he just looks down. I would expect him just to have a thumbs up afterwards.
Yeah.
Just Godzilla gives a thumbs up.
Like Terminator 2, where he's going into the lava. He's just like, yeah. Just
And
big
except it has
thumbs up.
"Don't Stop Believing" from Journey on in the background. Don't stop believing. It's a thumbs up Godzilla.
Yeah. So, by the way, if you can't tell, if you haven't seen this movie, you have no idea what we're talking about. This is for the people that have seen the film and want to hear what other people think of stuff, because that part was awesome. Where
That was
just,
fucking awesome.
where he just like tail bitch slaps the other.
Oh yes.
The guy. And he's just done.
I cringed a little bit because it was that looked incredibly painful, and it killed him. So yeah, it was painful.
Yeah, it looked painful. I'm pretty sure what didn't feel good.
It was like it was like slow motion attack, slow motion tail slap. Oh my.
Yeah, he made that. It's just like he just like squashed him like a fly.
It was. It's like he took a fly swat and just swatted it.
Yeah, and then of course the building falls on him, and that was the part you're talking about,
Yeah.
where he looks at the main character on ground level, and he's just like, "Hey, bro,
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap now.
Yeah, and then
Good
of course,
job on killing those eggs.
But what I really did love is like I like the references in the film. I really did.
Oh, yeah.
The little references, like I didn't get all of them. I didn't see all of them.
I
There's
only know
tons
one.
of them. I saw the Mothra one. There's a Mothra
yeah, I
reference.
forgot about that.
There's a poster of Godzilla in the kid's room in the beginning. All the musical cues at the end. Whenever Godzilla pretty much killed someone or killed a monster at the end, the music would pop up. Every time that music would pop up, that's like pretty much. I don't know if it's exactly. I don't know if it's exactly the same theme. They might have changed it up a little bit.
Obviously.
But yeah, it was pretty much, I think, the same.
It was Godzilla's patented victory music.
Yeah, and also the roar. He roars like 5 times in this movie, maybe 6.
It feels so good when he roars.
Oh, it feels so good, especially in IMAX. It feels so good, but not in that way. But see, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the roar itself is the same roar that they used in the original, except they just they made it sound a little bit
Better.
different, just a little bit. Yeah, they updated a little bit, but it's the same one. Toho, the guys that made the original, of course, and all the other Japanese-made ones, gave them, the guys that are making this, the rights to use that. Of course, if you have the rights to Godzilla, you should have the rights to
It's fucking roar.
the only thing he could say, which is roar, and then that brrr thing he does. I don't know what. I never knew what that was.
Oh yeah, at the end of it, when he kind of purrs a little bit.
Yeah, he always does that every time he roars, and then it just does the little purr thing.
Is Godzilla a cat?
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's at the end of the first Godzilla trailer. Watch that. There's a part when the Godzilla logo pops up and it goes brrr, or something like that. He always does that. I don't know why.
It turns out Godzilla's it's an ancient race, and cats are evolved from it.
Yeah, Godzilla is a cat. Catzilla. So
Tries climbing up on the couch. Won't work very well.
So anyway, I thought the special effects were great.
Oh yeah, they were really great.
They were really good. I thought Godzilla looked awesome.
It looked so real.
I mean, sure, it looks so real. I mean, well, it did actually. I did have one problem. He's too fat. He's really fat. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew it.
He's too fat.
If I didn't even
like you said before, he's really fat.
If it wasn't for the fact that I had mentioned that, you probably wouldn't even be saying this.
Yeah. Well, no, I read the Toho comment too, where they're like, I think he looks too fat. I think he's a little bit too chubby.
What, it was Toho that said it?
I don't think it was Toho. I think
No,
it was
because I remember it was like random people they asked
Yeah.
in Japan, and they were making fun of the fact that he looked supersized.
No, Toho's all on board with this movie, actually.
They were like, yeah, it's
Toho.
awesome, let's do this.
It's just Japanese people. They're weird. Whatever.
That's Japan.
Yeah, they don't know good.
And there goes all the Japanese fans.
You know what? What did Japanese people make? Not Godzilla.
They made Godzilla.
No, they didn't. We made Godzilla. 1998 version. They copied us.
That's 1998.
They went into the past and then copied us.
We don't talk about that.
That movie was amazing.
We don't mention that Godzilla movie.
There was a lot of fish in that movie.
Oh, God damn it, dude.
So obviously I'm joking, but
I would hope so.
But yeah, I don't know what else to spoil. I feel like I had something else I wanted to say.
Godzilla lives in the end.
Oh, that's it. Actually, I really like that the trailers for this film make it seem like Godzilla was kind of the villain.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all you saw was him just like getting shot at by military or him destroying shit. You didn't see too much of him, so it made it seem like he was going to be a villain, which I didn't really care for because I like.
I'm sorry, you continue.
Well, I like when Godzilla is the hero, which is most of his films, at least the ones I've seen, where he ends up, even though he might cause some destruction and most likely kill some people along the way, he doesn't do it on purpose. It's just on accident.
I mean, he's a big guy.
Yeah, I mean,
and people's tiny.
Yeah, I mean, there's even a part in the beginning where he gets out of the water and pretty much drowns like maybe a good 1,000 people.
It was like
in the process,
it was on the coast of Hawaii. It's just like a tsunami just happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's not completely his fault. It's water's fault.
Can I just say also how one thing that was kind of I found a bit silly.
What?
Was when Godzilla was first getting into appear and the tsunami was going to happen, and the dog just was on a leash on the tree. It's like, what's going on? Oh, I gotta get the fuck out. And the next thing you know, the leash just snaps and he's just running. I'm like, okay, first of all, he shouldn't be able to even outrun any of this. Second of all, how the fuck did he snap that shit?
That dog's real quick. But anyway.
Well, dogs are strong.
But I really like that.
Send the dogs to attack the kaiju. They won't stand a chance.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of dogs in this movie just running away. Yeah. There's like 3 scenes of just dogs running away. But like I was saying before, I like that at the end you find out that he actually is the hero. Like, because he saves everybody from the 2 creatures. It's not like he goes on a rampage and kills everybody else. He's just like, I'm done.
He was literally there because of the monsters attacking and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, they have a maniacal on them. And Godzilla just happened to intercept it and he's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck these guys up.
Yeah, oh, these guys are talking and shit? No, bro, no more. Nope. I have to listen to these dickheads all the time. Just talk about the humans. Yeah. I have to listen to these dickheads all the time. Nope, you're dead.
You're dead.
I also have to hear bats all the time because, sonars and shit. I hate it. So he has to go and, of course, screw him up. And when he's done, he's just like... At first I thought maybe there's going to be another couple minutes of him just wrecking the city or something. Like, I was hoping that wouldn't happen, even though it would be cool to see.
Yeah.
I love when Godzilla is the hero.
Yes.
And he gets up at the end. Everybody thinks he's dead, but he gets up, of course, and he's just like, later, bitches.
He's just like, oh, fuck, I'm in pain. I'm going to go home now and lay down.
He's just like, I'm done. See you later, fuckers. And
like, I gotta say also, like, what you said, the trailers made it look like he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, even the scene where it's like the doors closing on the wife or so.
Yeah.
In the trailer, it was just Godzilla roaring, but in the actual movie, he was fighting a monster.
Yeah, I like that they actually changed some scenes up. Like that one was actually awesome when he was roaring and they were closing the doors.
Oh yeah, that was pretty badass.
But it was pretty awesome in the movie
when
too.
When I saw it though, I was like, that door is not gonna hold against Godzilla.
Well, you never know.
I mean, he looked like he was targeting straight at them.
It's true. But you never know. Hey, you gotta try. Like at the end, I know people laughed at the part where Kick-Ass guy pulled out a gun on that monster.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
but come on, what are you gonna do? Just sit there? You have a gun, might as well at least try to defend yourself. I mean, it ain't gonna work.
And then Godzilla just fucked him up, and he's like, "Yo, good job."
Yeah, Godzilla messed him up because at first I was like, "Uh-oh, what happened?" I know Godzilla fucked him up.
I thought he was gonna tear his mouth open. No, he just opened it up and just shot fire in it.
Yeah, which was awesome. I was just and his just head falls off. I was like, yeah,
get hyped, son.
Godzilla's just like, no, I ain't taking no shit from no bitch because that was the female. So
I honestly thought also that. Like, as soon as, like, while he was on the ship, that he was going to die, I didn't expect him to get rescued at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have seen that coming, but they played it in such a way I thought he was actually going to die with the nuke going off.
You know what? If there was anything I would have liked to change, not saying I want the character to die, but I thought it would have been better if they had it so that he was like, he had a sacrifice at the end. Because that's what I like, that when Godzilla falls on the ground at the end, and also Kick-Ass dude falls on the ground also. Mm-hmm. They both fall at pretty much the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I was kind of like saying, like, these are both, like, the fallen heroes in a way, kind of.
Yeah,
I know that's looking way too much into it. But
and not only did they save Kick-Ass guy, Godzilla got up, shrugged it off, and went back home.
Yeah, well, just like Kick-Ass guy. Kick-Ass guy's just like, I'm out, and so is Godzilla. He's just like,
the only thing is
we ain't fallen heroes no more. I'm out. Peace.
Peace, bitches.
Peace, bitch. But if there's anything that's good about this is that because Godzilla doesn't die at the end, which I thought maybe they might because the director was saying like, okay, I want to make just one film and that's it. I don't want to make another one. I just want to make one really good Godzilla film.
Maybe he wanted to end it in a good note.
He wanted Well, maybe, but I had a feeling that maybe he was going to end it with Godzilla sacrificing himself to save everybody or something like that, or just Godzilla being the villain and getting killed, just straight up getting killed. Yeah. So I thought it was going to end with just with Godzilla getting killed, and I'm just glad that they didn't do that, so we can get a sequel. I mean,
we're probably not.
Oh no, we will.
Well, actually, we will. It depends on how much we made on this. What they made on this.
Oh, Godzilla's going to do really good. I have a feeling it's going to do good enough for them to do a sequel. Definitely.
How much was the budget?
Oh, it was a big budget. It was like $150 million, I think.
Not as much as Spider-Man. 90 now?
Huh?
Didn't he already hit 90?
No, I was talking about Spider-Man earlier. Oh. Yeah, I was talking about something else. No, I mean, it hasn't opened up yet. But
well, that's true also.
But it's going to make a good, like, $60-70 million its first weekend.
And
overall, they're saying it could possibly make, overall, everywhere, worldwide, like $650 million.
Oh, yeah.
So that's definitely enough to make a sequel.
You're like, oh, we should probably make a sequel.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry for the really awkward review. I mean, again, it was a spoiler discussion. I might not even put review at the top. It's just going to be really a discussion.
Yeah, it was just a discussion. This is what it is. Whenever you make these, like, Go-Cast reviews, but really it's just discussions about it.
Yeah.
You should probably change that.
Yeah. But I like to have, like, a collection of reviews, It
makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I mean, the Amazing Spider-Man one was a review, but this one was just more like, oh, you remember that one scene? That scene was awesome.
Yeah.
But really, I didn't have any problems with it. I mean, sure, Kick-Ass Guy isn't as good. I keep calling him that. But Kick-Ass Guy, I think his name is Aaron Johnson or something like that.
I don't know.
I'm going to call him Kick-Ass Guy, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Kick-Ass Guy was a good hero. He wasn't as good as Bryan Cranston. And I really did feel emotionally attached to Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah.
And when he dies, I was just like, oh, come on, man. Really?
No.
He should have been the main character.
Well,
you don't need a badass guy in a Godzilla film. You just need a schlubby fat... well, he wasn't fat, but a schlubby old dude.
That was actually my response. Here's my response for what was going on. As soon as he died, it's like, oh no, so this guy's gonna be the main character then, right? Is that what's going on?
Well, I didn't think of it like that, but
I wasn't bothered by it. I'm just saying, so this guy's gonna be the main character now, right?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
I want Bryan Cranston to live a little bit longer so he can react to Godzilla. I just want him to be like, oh shit, Godzilla's fucking huge.
And I also love how the scientist is like, knows everything about Godzilla pretty much. And like he's like, okay, we gotta do this to take care of this monster, we gotta do this, and then Godzilla's all, let Godzilla take care of this shit. He's gonna fuck these guys up. Don't worry about it. Do not try to nuke them. That will only make them stronger.
Yeah, to be fair, that guy was like studying Godzilla for years.
Well, that's true.
He said his grandfather was at the.
No, that was his father.
Yeah, I mean, his father was at Hiroshima, and
which was apparently when Godzilla was getting nuked or so.
No. That was the bomb testing, or whatever the hell it was like 10 years after Hiroshima. Yeah, it was. It was like 10 years after. Hiroshima was a completely different thing.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but I got a little confused on that part.
Yeah.
No. I mean, regardless, it doesn't change my opinion on the movie.
Oh, no. Me neither. I liked it. I really like how they put that in there. There's a lot of references in the film, and one of them being my favorite is that they... The bombing, I don't even know if this is a reference, but there was like I said, the test bombing.
Oh yeah, it had a little Godzilla face and had a cross out.
Yeah, but not even that. They just say the date when they do that, it's 1954. That's the exact same year the original Godzilla came out. So yeah. I don't know if that was actually when the bomb testing happened. I'm not sure. Maybe they switched the year around or something. I don't know if that's even a reference to the original title, but I think it is. Maybe
that'd be cool. Maybe.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
I'm taking a guess.
I'm just making shit up. They probably said a different day. I'm just being stupid. So anyway, there you go. There's our discussion
of it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make more discussion videos then.
Again, 9.5, 10.
I really think it might be just a 10 then, because it's just like the experience is probably what brings it down.
All right. So double 10s.
Double 10s.
Double 10s. I'm doing
20.
I'm doing this thing. You can't see it. So yeah, 20. 20 out of a 20.
Yay.
We loved it, and actually, I think I liked this a little bit more than Captain America. I'm not sure, but I loved it.
But did Godzilla throw around the shield?
No. If Godzilla had that shield, ooh.
The whole planet would blow up.
Ooh, it would have been good.
It would have been good. Godzilla just running around, throwing Captain America's tiny shield at kaijus, and they're getting their asses kicked.
Oh man, I would love it if Godzilla.
He's flicking the shield at people.
If Godzilla had that shield at the end, and he just like threw that shit, and it crashed through like 10 buildings. I'm talking about like a Godzilla size shield.
I know exactly what you mean.
So he just threw it and like pretty much destroyed half the city just by swinging it once.
No, he just walks away. He walks away. Thank you, Godzilla. Oh, by the way, fuck you guys. Throws a shield and just destroys the city. I'm out, bitches.
I would love if Godzilla had the Captain America mask on too. So,
and Godzilla, that's what they do. After Godzilla wakes up, he's like, okay, I'm going home. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay with you guys. Yo, we're gonna build you up for armor, and I mean, put a Captain America hat on him.
Right. Yeah.
With the stupid wings, but it has Godzilla scales.
Right. I've seen some good movies this year, but I think Godzilla might be my favorite. I'm not sure. I really like Captain America.
Captain America is a really good movie, like really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is better.
Those are definitely the top two.
That's top two. I also love the Lego Movie. I'm not sure which one's better for me. No, you have to see a Lego movie. The Lego movie's so good.
I mean, I understand completely.
Yeah. So anyway,
I wasn't gonna be like, oh god, the Lego movie. No, I wasn't gonna be like that.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's the discussion.
And stay tuned for next year when the Godzuki movie comes out.
Oh yeah, Godzuki, he's back.
You know, Godzilla's retarded son.
Yeah,
or one of his many retarded sons.
He's got problems in his brain. Godzuki. So anyway, that's a great way to end it off. A retarded joke. But anyway, sorry Godzilla if you're listening. I didn't mean to offend you.
It was his adopted son.
And your son. No, whatever. Anyway, there you go. There's the discussion. Sorry. Goodbye. Anyway, any last words?